you guys doing? Just thought to make a video. I was on my way home, got a call from dispatch saying that, can you take one more call? Now, those of you in the trade, you hear those last words, can you take just one more call? That last call leads you through the night. So I said yes. I was on my way home. I'm gonna pass by the store, so let's see what kind of trouble we're getting into. All right, all I know is that we have a bunch of cases running warm, some medium temp, some frozen food. So let's see what we got going. All right, just got here. In the motor room right now. Turn on the light. Pretty quiet in here. Feels like a sauna. So this is the evap condenser. There's all the receivers. Right now, this thing should be rocking right now. All these compressors should be humming along. They're cycling on and off. I got all my drop legs right here, which are the liquid drain lines coming out of the condenser. Hot, just like the discharge. So then my evap condenser is not running. Something happened to it. So I gotta find out what's going on. Not running. My pump is not running. This is a panel right here. That's just an outlet. So everything's on. We got the pump on, fans on. We're an inverter. The screed spray's off. That's for emergency water. And let me open this up and dig into it, see what we got going on. So this is my E2 controller. Here's, I got a bunch of alarms. 46 alarms. So everything's like discharge strip, rack fail, discharge, case high temping, all the way down. Now the part I want to take a look at is what time did this happen at? So right here, about 3:30. That was my high temp case though. So let's go back. See, right now my compressors are tripping off of high pressure. So I got a rack fail discharge. So 13 all the way down. Okay, so 13. So somebody cleared the history. That's cool and all, but I like to see what was going on before. See, somebody... It seems like somebody was here and cleared all the history, or it cleared a long time ago and this is when it started, but usually I'll see a high suction first and then cases getting warm. But that's kind of weird. Over here on this other alarm, so everything's on the 13th. Let's go down, we're gonna page down. Okay, keep going, keep going, keep going. We're back at 1 o'clock. See this one, no one cleared the history, so this is good. So, right here, notice how I got rack fail first, and then discharge, all that. And then you'll probably see later on high temperatures. See, now you're starting to see high temps. See, this is, I don't see any of this here. So let me back this out. So right now, let me just get everything back up and running. I'm probably gonna put the condenser in bypass real quick. That way I can get it up and running. I checked voltage to the panel I'm on, and I have voltage see, I got my inverter, it's running. It's not running, but it's on. I got power. So this is my main power coming in. That's not tripped, that's running. I checked all my, see, I got that, and 2 and 3, and then 3 and 1. See, I got power coming out. And then if you follow the wires, it goes from my main power, it jumpers over to my block, smaller block, and that goes into another power source, which I believe goes into my inverter. So from here, it jumps from here to here, then it comes back down to my contactor, and that's my bypass contactor. And then from my bypass, it comes down to here. But this one here is a little confusing, but it comes down, goes up to that terminal block, goes up, comes down into there. This comes down, goes into my inverter, comes out of my inverter, and into my inverter contactor. And then from there, it goes down into my overload. Now I haven't pushed my overload yet, but that could be tripped. But if that's tripped, my pump should be running. So could that be tripped too? Could be. And then from my overload here goes into my motor. So we're gonna go ahead and stand to the side, hit the reset button on this baby, see what happens. See, nothing happens, so we're good. It's not tripped on anything. Oh, that started. My pump could be seized up because it did not move. Let me amp that sucker out. So, have it on amps. So we're gonna reset it. It's gonna take a minute. It has to cool down. So I have a feeling that that pump seized up, which sucks. This is pretty brand new. And if it seized up, then I'm gonna have to open up my discrete spray like how I was showing you on that switch to get some emergency water in there. So I'm gonna let that cool down and investigate a little bit more. All right, I'm gonna try to reset this pump again. Let's see what happens. There it goes. Oh yeah, 45 amps. It's not moving. I don't hear my water flowing. That thing's seized up. All right, let me have to turn the discrete spray water on right here, the solenoid. So let's see if that works at least. Well, let's see if there's even a solenoid that will energize once it's turned on. Because there's my discrete spray header right there that goes into my sprays over my bundle. That water line, if you follow it, comes all the way down, comes across, and it taps in right here. So there is no solenoid. So if I flip that switch over there, it's not gonna do nothing because there's no solenoid to energize it. So I just gotta open up that gate valve right there to let some water in. But if I let some water in, it's gonna start to overflow. So what I usually do is I open up the drain, let whatever water's in there drain out, and then I open my discrete spray up there. That way I leave the drain open, my discrete spray's spraying, and it just flows out into the floor drain. It just flows out into the floor drain because there's no way to recycle this water. So, and if I just leave the water in there and just let it overflow off the top, well, what if it's coming out too fast and that overflow doesn't keep up? Now we're overflowing out of the tower into a pan, but potentially into the sales floor. Yeah, it's gonna be a big mess. So safe way, and hopefully this drain, this floor drain, will keep up. Because it comes all the way over here, goes into this floor drain, and hopefully that thing will keep up with the amount of water coming out. Because if it doesn't, yeah, we could be in trouble. So let's figure this out. So I'm gonna just start opening this drain up a little bit and start draining the water. But before I do that, I have to shut off. They didn't put a ball valve right here. I need a ball valve right here in order to see, because I got water coming in here. There's really no way. Oh, figure this out. Let's keep this up somehow. Tie a string on this to keep it up, so it won't allow water to come out. All right, I'll let you know what I did. I'm gonna open this up right now. I gotta tie this up first, drain it, and then turn on my discrete. All right, guys, this is what I found out. I just thought about it not too long ago, but yeah, my overload tripped. My pump didn't turn on, and I thought it seized up. Thought it was kind of weird that it's kind of a new pump, new whole tower. It's only probably like a year, maybe a year and a half old. And then I looked up and I go, there's fuses. So lo and behold, I got one blown fuse. So, there's my problem. Got one blown fuse. So I'm gonna go ahead and take a look and see what's going on. Open up that electrical box inside. Take a look at this contactor. Make sure that thing isn't all pitted, and make sure all the connections come down evenly. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so I went ahead and replaced the fuse. I only had a 10 amp fuse, so I went ahead and put the 10 amp fuse on the good side, and I shifted the 15 amp fuses over. I tore the contactor apart. That thing is spotless. I don't know if you can see that, but yeah, there's nothing going on there. No discoloration. It's just looking good. I tightened all my connections, wiggled all my wires, traced all the wiring down, went into this junction box here, had wire nuts. Those were great. I even went into my electrical box right there. I pulled each wire off, checked each one of those. I didn't want to bore you guys through the whole thing. Plus, I couldn't hold my phone while I was doing that. That looks like a rat's nest, but I checked those too. Everything's great on those. There's no bad connections. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and start this up, get my amperage, and see what's going on with that one L3. Okay, put everything back together. Let's try this out. Reset. Pulling not even an amp. My pump is running. And it's running. Let's see which way it's running. Because, see, I push it on the shaft and it shoots it up, which means that my pump is running the right way. So, did I have it on? Oh, I had it on voltage. My bad. Okay, 9 amps. Okay, we'll check the rating on that. See what it's rated for. But I got 9 amps. So I got water. Where's the plate rating? Right here. Man, it's tough to see. Let me turn on the light. Sorry about all the movement there. You're probably getting emotional. All right, let's try this again. So the 230 volt, our amp should be 8.4. We're about 9. We're a little high. Let's go check the others. So we're 9.4. Let's see what the other ones are pulling. 9, everything's pulling 9. Oh fuck. My drive just kicked on right now, which scared the shit out of me. So my inverter just kicked on. That was scary, but it's on. My temps, yeah, they're starting to cool down more. It's starting to get louder in here. Oh, this is great. This is running nice and cold. This one too. This one's a little warm. That's my low temp. This is another low temp rack. So these two are running. Let's see, this is cooling down now. This is getting there. So it's all about touch and feel right now. It's still a little warm. That's my rack 6. That's my produce and all that. Okay, that filled back up. I could take this wire down. That was I was setting up to hold my float up, but I don't need to. Okay. So everything's up and running. I'm gonna let everything cool down. Let me turn off my light. So all my alarms, I got 39 alarms now. That was way better, 38. My alarms are starting to go away. Let's go to my suction group. So all my suction groups right here, they're starting to come down. Oh, except for that one. That one looks like it's going, oh there it goes, it's going down now. That's rack 1, my low temp 2. That's my set point. That's my 3. That's medium temp. That's getting there. And let's go over to my suction groups here. That's my medium temp as well, and medium temp as well. Just different suction groups. That's all it is. Alright, so everything's dropping. I'm down to 37 alarms. This is down to 21 alarms. Let's go to my circuits. My ice cream's the one I gotta be concerned about, 22. Now alarm and alarm. Those should start dropping. And remember, everything's just turned on right now. What else do we got as far as alarms there? Let's page down. Nope, that's it for that. Just 4 cases in alarm, which is pretty good. Let's go to my circuits here. This one I got more, because these are all open air cases. So these will start alarming a little faster. My frozen food is all closed doors, glass door cases. So we got there. So we got about 6 alarms. Let's page down and see what's there. Yep, there's some more. So we got quite a few alarms. We'll wait for all those to clear up. And then there's one thing I need to look at inside of here. It's really on this side, on the pump side. It's on the pump side right here. There's a filter right here, a screen. It looked a little dirty. I'm gonna clean it up. Maybe that's drawing my high amps. So see, that's where the inlet goes right there. And right on that side, there's a metal screen. It looks like this, but smaller holes. I'll show you when the temps cool down. I'll have to shut everything down and open that up. And then hopefully that'll reduce my amps. Let's see if it's still the same. Oh, wow, see, yeah, so it's still 947. So my amps are still high. Alright, you guys, this is going to be a little hard to see. It's all foamy and stuff, but right behind there, I don't know if you can see it, but it's like right there. It's a shadow. You gotta get closer. Phone might get a little wet, but right in there, that's a screen. It looks pretty plugged up, so I'm gonna go ahead and try to clean that out, and I'll show you. Hopefully I can show you after. All right. Now you can see through the little rivets a little bit. I might have to clean it again. Looks a little plugged still. Alright, I got my drive running. It is spinning. It's picking up some speed. I just restarted my rack. I put this back. Oh, my pump. It did come down a little bit, but nothing really significant. It was 942, I think, something like that. Now it's 933. So, I mean, it didn't do a whole lot, but it did bring it down a little bit. I have a feeling something might be inside that pump that's causing it not to turn normal, but I would have to drain this whole tower and pull that pump out. That's a lot of work for 8 o'clock at night, so that's not going to happen tonight. I got everything up and running. I'm going to leave it where it's at. I'm going to keep an eye on this. If anything does happen again, I will film it, if it's me that comes back. But that's pretty much it. And the reason why I'm hesitating is because all I found was a blown fuse. I didn't really find anything out of the ordinary. Everything was tight, the contactor was clean, my connections were good, my fuse were nice and tight, they weren't loose. Yeah, it's a little frustrating when you can't pinpoint exactly what it is, other than the high amps, which are dropping a little. They keep fluctuating back and forth. So I'm leaning more towards the amp, so if I have a little bit more time when I get a regular service call, I'll probably dig into it, but we'll find out if it's me or not. So I'm gonna leave it the way it is. Oh, let me take one quick last look. We had, what, 4 alarms last time? You've seen? Now we got 0 alarms. So everything's up in 0 alarms. So we're good. We're in good shape. All right, guys, I am out of here. Gonna go home. Thanks for watching this video. I'll try to keep posting one as often as I can. And all right, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next service call.